Sorry,
I've been
we're late.
practicing.
We were talking.
Yeah,
Hi,
we were
Barbara.
just running our mouths. Hi, Barbara. Uh-huh. Yep, that's what
Well,
we
it
were
seemed
doing.
like we had 5 minutes, and then it was late. You know.
Then it was late. That's right. That's the way it goes, I swear. Okay, let's see here. This will work to wipe my brush off on. I'm going to paint these today because, they're hanging out and they need to be painted.
Okay, you may have to get. I meant to take a look back
Mm-hmm.
and remember how to do that single page binding,
Okay,
and I
just a
did
minute.
not.
I think I know where that one of the sheets is. Just a second.
Hi, Riri. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Brittany. I'm glad y'all are all here. Hi, Joan. Good to see you.
I kind of keep this because I keep forgetting too. I always have to look right before I do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let me make
if
you
I
big
just
so I can
showed.
look at it real good.
Okay, that's fine. Um, Hi, Brittany, Barbara, Mindy, Riri, Joan, Sherry. Hello, everybody. Lisa needs a reminder, so I'm holding
Yeah,
this
I
up so
need a
she can read it.
refresher. Hi,
And
Barbara
Barbara.
Chicken Pot Pie Society.
hmm
Sherry,
I'm
glad y'all are here.
I'm so excited. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you. Guess who I'm gonna get to see in the very first part of my trip?
Woo! Tell us.
Jamie.
Yay! I knew,
We're
but I didn't
actually
know if everybody else would know. So,
we're actually gonna go to Conroe. Um, the deal is, we gotta go through Houston.
right.
Well, we hate Houston. So from Beaumont, we're going to go up to Conroe and then we're going to go back down on the other side of Houston.
I think that's a brilliant plan.
So we get to go see Jamie and her husband. So the only
Well,
problem
great
was she
fun.
was she was going to have her husband take us to, oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's art something. Just a second and I'll look while you're looking at this. Um Whoopee, Destination Jamie. Yes, Barbara. Right, right, right. Um, I'll tell you what she told me it's
And
called.
you do each page the same way, don't you?
Yes.
Basically.
Uh-huh. This first page is the only page that's different. Um, just a minute. I was reading what Jamie wrote to me. Art Asylum is what it's called. And she was going to have her husband take us there and it's not going to be open. So,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
so that page and then you go in the hole on top and come back out in the middle of your two. So each time you go in the top and then through the
And then
middle
back
and you
out
just,
through that hole in the middle
yeah, you come
or
back
in
out
between, in the
in between
spaces.
in between the two threads that go down. So if you've got two threads going in the hole like that,
Right.
your threads come back underneath the paper and back through
Okay.
like
That's what
this.
I thought. All right.
hmm
Thank you much.
Okay. Hey, Mike, how are you? I have been thinking about you. Mike had the most delicious looking food on Instagram today. Oh, yummy, yum, yum, yum.
It's good to see
Hi,
you, Mike. It's
Janet.
been a while. Hi, Janet.
Um,
I'm glad you're here.
yeah, we're not going to get to go to Art Asylum, but somebody said, "Hey, Tanya," and I missed who it was. Oh, it was Mike. Um, and because they're open Thursday through Sunday, and we won't get there till Sunday. And
Oh,
I don't think because we're not going to leave here till Saturday, and it's going to be pushing to get there by Sunday, I think.
yeah.
Um, because we don't travel as far or as fast in the camper. I mean, we could drive from here to there. We could drive it in the car in one day, but we don't do that kind of stuff in the camper.
Right.
So we're just gonna probably if we leave here Saturday, we'll get there Sunday, and then we'll visit with them on Monday, and probably go on Tuesday, maybe maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We'll see. But we changed our plans a little bit. I wanted to go down along the Texas coast. I wanted to go to Houston and then turn south, before we got into Houston.
Right.
And Jeff said, Tanya, you do realize what you're going to be looking at. You're going to be looking at Pensacola, Destin, and all that, because that's what it is all the way down. It's just one of those built up beach areas. Hi, Rebecca. And so we kind of changed our travel plans.
Yeah. If you could go to Padre Island, you could have some pretty beach to look at. But
Yeah, but we're beach here. We got beach,
yeah, you
and
got
we're
that.
neither.
So
Yeah, sorry, ladies. I've been busy breeding cows. Aha. Yeah, Barbara, the Gulf Coast. It's just the Gulf Coast, and like Jeff said, we could go back there another time when we just want to take a 2-week vacation. Because that's close enough we could do that. So instead, we're going to spend more time in West Texas, because that's really where a lot of things are we want to see. We want to go to Big Bend National Park. We're going to go into San Antonio, even though we've been there before, but we'll be right there. So there's a Air Force Base, I
yes,
think, there.
that's
And
there are several bases around San Antonio. There's an Army base, the Air Force base.
right. And we can stay at one of their campgrounds as long as there's an opening, which there hopefully will be. Um, so we thought we would stop there, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. But we're going to go to Big Bend National Park. Then we changed our minds about something and decided to um, do an FMCA rally in Tucson.
Ah,
So that was a change of plan, but we're kind of excited about it. Um, we haven't actually we just really this morning decided on that. Um, it was one of those things where, oh, that's way too dark. Ooh, come here, we got to lighten you up a little bit. Ooh, oh, that got way too dark. Um, we just found that we couldn't find the seminars and stuff, and we just didn't want to go if it was just going to all be the same things we've done before. We've
right.
never been to an FMCA rally, so it was one of those things where um, we thought it would be fun to do it, fun to do once, and it's going to be in a time frame where it will work. But yes, that Instagram picture is called a fatty. Basically, it's a bacon wrapped stuffed meatloaf. It was just amazing. FMCA is Family Motor Coach Association. So campers. It's a camper rally, Riri. Um, it used to be that you had to have an actual motor home, but they now have um, what do you call that? Chapters who have fifth wheels and things like that too. Towables. It used to be they had to be driven, but they've changed it some. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't mind that. Maybe I should bring you in a little bit. Barbara said to tell Mike to say hello to all the moo-moos.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol. What was I gonna do? I was gonna bring you in, and that's I gotta do that right here.
Well, I'm
You
doing
don't know.
really boring stuff today, so sorry in advance. But it's stuff I want to
So
get done.
yeah, that was what we decided. We would do stuff that we needed to get done, and that's that's what this is. It's just needing to get done stuff.
Hi, Rebecca.
My dream is to get an RV when Shannon retires. I think it's a great way to live once the kids are on their own. Um, Rebecca, I am one of those people who will tell you to never give up something that has a roof. The reason being, I have been homeless on the side of the road because of an RV accident. So, um, that's one reason why we hate Texas. We hate Houston, not
Say,
Texas, but
don't
Houston.
dump all of Texas in with Houston.
No, I won't dump all of Texas in with Houston. I apologize for that. Misspoke. I
Okay.
misspoke. Yeah, because Amarillo was a lot of fun. We had a lovely time at Amarillo.
And we're about as far from Houston as you can get, so
Yep.
and still be in Texas.
Yes, Mike, there is a fee for joining FMCA. We belonged for a while we belonged to a local chapter. And it's a yearly fee, Mike. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's horrible. Um, the the yearly fee is, it can't be horrible or Jeff wouldn't pay it. But we belonged to a local chapter for a little while, but it just seemed like we never went camping with them. And the group of people, while they were lovely people, they just maybe weren't into the same things we were. So we just kind of
Good grief.
didn't go to the local campouts. Um, and so Barbara, okay. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm not fond of Houston too, but and the rally is there's a fee for the rally and there's fee for camping at the fairgrounds. Because it'll be at the Tucson. Um, oh, it's not Tucson. It's a county fairgrounds outside of Tucson, south of Tucson. We've actually camped out there before, um, because of the bead show is that's in Tucson every year. Um, anyways, the the rally fee is not bad because the Tiffin rally fee was almost double what this FMCA rally fee is going to be. So um, I'm not going to complain about that. Still in Amarillo. No, Lisa's in Amarillo, Rebecca. I'm in Pensacola, Florida. Um, I'm about as far west in Florida as you can go. Um, Pensacola um, is a reasonably good sized town. Hmm, don't know that it's as big as Amarillo, but it's spread out. It's also spread out quite a bit. Um, and there's a Air Force base here, so it it has a lot of military.
I was trying to remember because I know Darren looked up, Pensacola when y'all were coming last time, trying to get an idea of how it compares to Amarillo size wise. And it
Yeah.
seems like we have a lot more people, but not a terrible, but the size of the town is not that much bigger,
Well, and that's
considering how
kind
many
of
more people we have.
right. It's Pensacola is spread out, and the thing of it is like Pensacola lives in Pace, which is, kind of looks like it belongs in Pensacola. Pensacola is not a very large physical space. And then, but there's a lot of town all around it because it's all smaller towns.
Uh-oh.
Obviously they don't, no, they don't camp around there that much. Um, I think we got a Tiffin has their own group, so I don't think that the FMCA. We didn't get that with our last rig. But we did get a year or two of Tiffin, um, of the Tiffin group. Okay, there's that one. Okay, it's totally out of focus.
Now, Tanya and I would
Okay.
spend a lot more time together if I lived in Lubbock and she lived in Amarillo,
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
because that's like next door.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to make that focus, and it just does not want to. Come on.
It's doing a good job of not focusing.
There we go.
There you go. Very pretty.
Okay. So now I'm going to turn the autofocus back off before it makes everybody dizzy.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, Mike. That is one reason why we're talking about smaller, and we're considerably smaller than you. Um, we're at 36 foot. Well, we're just touch over 36 foot, but I well actually I don't know that we're going to go a lot smaller, but Jeff wants a Renegade. Um, it's a Super C, a Class C with a big honking truck engine.
Okay, question.
Yep.
To get my length of string,
Yes.
I take the amount of pages
Yep.
and call that inches and then double it.
Yep. That's what I do.
Okay. Well, I'm doing that, and it's gonna not as long a string as I think it should be. So
I
I'm
always
gonna just go
add.
ahead and add.
I rather have extra and have little pieces, because that just barely gives you enough. I usually take a third length. Okay. Instead of doubling it, I kind of triple it, and
Yeah.
that gives me playroom. Someday I'll have to fit you in on the motor coach waste tank emptying. Oh no! I don't want to ever hear that incident story, Mike. Not, I don't want to know. I need a wheelchair accessible RV with hand controls.
Ooh. One nice thing about binding this way is you don't have to use a needle. That is a bonus. Yeah, Rebecca. I know they make them. I don't know how much extra it costs to get one outfitted like that, but okay. Trying to remember. I think it might be backwards from how it really is. Hi, Violet. I'm glad you're here. Tanya's on a phone call. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. She heard me. And I did do it backwards. Okay. There's that one. It takes me a little bit to get my rhythm again because it's been a while since I've done this. But once you get a rhythm going, it's not difficult to do this. Okay, I think I'm going to turn it this way. And you go in from here. I'm going to do the same with this one before I tighten it up. Make those the same size because that's much easier when they are. I say that. Okay. And I set these, they're not the same height. So when I was measuring my holes, I measured them all from the bottom, supposedly. So we will see if, and you want your strings to be straight as they go in so you can come between them easier without them getting twisted. Uh, I'm glad that we're streaming today and not yesterday because I had so many phone calls yesterday. Everywhere I went, I was getting phone calls that I couldn't really accommodate at the time, and I would have to say, "I'll call you back. I'll call you back."
I'm going to tell you what. Mom has called me more in 2 days than, and I'm sorry, but if it's mom, I have to take it. You know.
Yes, absolutely.
And I could have called her back this evening. She said that right away, but I also know that if either one of us puts off something important, it sometimes gets forgot for a few days, and there's important stuff happening right now. Hi,
Yeah.
Jen. Um,
Hi, Jen. Oh, yay! I'm glad you got it.
okay, I read, but Barbara, I can say is Sarah, my wife, will never help again after the first time, and we're banned from someplace in Minnesota, from a KOA site in Minnesota. Oh no, oh no. Yes, Barbara, that's why I like that binding. Plus, it lets the whole book lays flat. That's the thing. When you open those pages, they're flat, which I love. Um, I think somebody came in and while I was talking to mom, Violet maybe.
Yes,
Anyways,
Violet came
hello
in.
to everybody who's here. Um, no, she had to. I don't know if I told you the other day that they come up the bus that's supposed to take them to their doctors. Um, suddenly wasn't going to be available to take her to the doctor while I'm gone, which that was whole part of moving her there. That was one of the
Yeah.
big points. And it was making me irritable, and I let somebody know I was irritable.
Yeah,
And
because that's
apparently,
part of what she pays for.
that's right. It's part of what I pay for. And they were saying that they would have to find their own way to get to the doctor. Thank you, Jen. They are stamps. They're just a stamp, and I stamped it on some coffee dyed paper, and I'm just Inktensing them so I can use them later. Um, anyways, she wanted me to, because I made arrangements with Jeff's brother to take her to her 2 doctor's appointments while we're gone. And she has one for her eye and one which she absolutely cannot miss. And then the doctor she probably could have missed. But anyways, I made arrangements. Perry is gonna take her, but she said the bus is back. So but I'm gonna still give the information to Perry so he has the dates in case the bus decides to be gone again. You know, because he'll have to take off work to take her. But
Well, I'm glad you were able to change the binding, Barbara, to something you like better. That's one nice thing about stuff. Most of our stuff, a lot of it you can change if you want to. She said she had it bound with
Three,
a chain, I think's what she said.
yeah, I wonder if it was, hmm, I'm not sure. Blackwater
Me
tapes
either.
can be cleaned out by air that's conveniently supplied by an onboard compressor. You fill a stainless steel tank. Hmm, okay. Well, and you know the new big buses and stuff, they have macerators. uh, so all of the gunk is squashed and chewed up. It's just, now not ours, but there's amazing innovations. However, one of the problems we're having with a new rig is that they're all electric,
Yeah.
and we don't want that. You can't boondock for diddly with an all electric rig.
Somebody wasn't thinking, or
They're
they're just a
they're
little out of touch.
every single company is going that way though. Every
Huh.
single company is is going with all electric rigs. And I'm going to tell you something that some of the what do I want to say? Some of the big Tiffins, they have what do they call that? Induction heating for their stovetops or inductions, and you can only cook one thing at a time on there. Only one burner will work at a time unless you're plugged in. It's a huge pain in the keister. Don't know that black or silver ball chain. Oh, okay. So it had ball chain in it in the holes. So it was like having a ring binding, Lisa.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, 100. Oh dear. And Sarah was lazily holding her foot on the hose in the drain. Oh my. Sarah, I could understand why she won't do it ever again. Okay. I could already picture it, Mike. She might have wanted to kill you. I'll bet you she used some very, very choice words. Hmm. Yeah. I stopped at a rest area in Alabama. I don't know. It's been a lot of years. We had our old rig, the one that we got in a wreck with. I had been down here having my studio put in the slide where we had it, and Jeff was at home working. So I was driving back to South Dakota by myself, and I stopped in Alabama to dump my tanks because I knew a place where I could do that. Um, and so when I almost hit 100 pieces, I figured it was good enough and hit the dump valve, turning the drain hose into a flailing tube, arm of spray, black water. Oh man. Barbara, even with solar collectors on the roof, we can't run our they can't use one burner on those induction stoves. Uh, and we have 1,200 watts of solar on our roof. We can run our whole rig except for the air conditioners. I can run my microwave, but because I have a guest, I can do everything I need to do except run air conditioners. And that's
Both of
one of the
those
things.
ideas sound good, Jen. Sorry.
Uh
I
huh.
interrupted while you paused to take a breath.
That's all right. Oh, that'll be cute, Jen. Um, but that's the thing. It's like, all right, if we go all electric, then you have to have a ton of solar and you have to have a ton of batteries and we do want some soft. There's these things called soft starts for our what do you call it? Air conditioners. It means they start without sucking down the power quite so hard. So even when you're plugged in, that's a good thing. It's just easier on the whole thing. But I don't know that we're going to do anything to this one because we really want to look at something different. I don't know. We'll see. Um, we haven't been finding what we want. That's the problem. Of course, this particular last year, um, we could sell our unit right now for more than we paid for it. And that's the case. You can't hardly find them. You putting buttons on? Oh, buttons on the. Did you get it all done already? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a ton of pages, was it?
No, there's like 10 pages. It's not a
Yeah.
biggie. Um, I'm trying to say, I can't find 2 red buttons though. You'd think I'd have a bunch of red buttons in here. Anyway, I think I'm going to use this peach one and the red one because they're the same size.
They're cute that
For a
way.
good
Yeah.
reason.
Yep. Okay, so now are we going to paint these? I think we're going to paint these like glads, which means they're going to be purple. But they need some bright yellow in the middle of them.
I'm going to do this. I want the red one. Okay. Gotta think, gotta think. That's hard for me to do sometimes. Oops. You don't want to
I
get it
was
too tight.
really glad I didn't stream with you, Lisa. We did that. You couldn't stream Tuesday, Lisa. That I chose to not stream Tuesday, because by the time we got all our chores done, it was, I was not going to have had time anyways. And then it just worked out real well to take mom out to dinner, and we have not taken her out to dinner in quite a while. Just simply because we've been so busy with the house and all that stuff. I'm
Right.
guessing you plug in. Um, well, Riri, yeah, but we couldn't plug into where those charging stations are. Um, we actually have a 50 amp circuit that's dedicated to the camper. Now we can plug in to a 15 amp circuit and that'll keep our batteries charged. I cannot run air conditioners or anything plugged in like that. I can run one air conditioner plugged into a 30 amp circuit. I need a 50 amp circuit to run both of them at the same exact time. Although that's just because they have to. I can run them. I just have to be more careful running them. Um, but we have enough solar that we don't usually need to do that. Um,
Okay. This is what it looks like on the back.
make yourself
And I
big so
messed
that
up
you
here, I
can really
think,
see it.
somehow. But it's okay. It's going to be that way anyway. I don't think you can see it any better if I'm
Oh,
big.
okay. Yeah.
Um, because this should have been out here and it's not. So I messed
Yeah.
up somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it
Sometimes
because I've
that
already cut
last
my
one,
things off.
sometimes that last one is a little harder to make look quite right.
Yeah, I was trying to do it by memory of what that paper said and I forgot. But anyway, this is how you can see how they fold flat to work
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, they lay real flat.
Even though every one of these that I've bound this way, I've finished it before I bound it.
Yeah, well, and I pretty much have two, but I do like the fact that it lays flat when you go, to
Even just
go
to
to
look at
use
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Beth. I'm glad you're here.
Hello, Beth.
Well, I got some happy mail yesterday and I
Oh,
wanted to open it. I was hoping Journey would show up because it's from her.
ooh.
But,
Well, make yourself big so everybody can see it good.
okay, I will.
Because I'm
I
gonna
haven't
have
got to
to,
see it yet, so I want to open it. Oops, I forgot the. Let's just do this. I opened it that far, and when because I didn't know what it was, when I realized it was from one of my peoples, I just shut it back up till right now.
Uh
So,
huh.
hi, Linda. Anyway, this is the cute little card she put in it, and she wrote, um, she says, I was inspired by Susan Taylor Brown to make a Just Because journal. I decided to make one for you. And then she says, I apologize for it taking me so long. Well, that's okay. I left you a little packet and the back page for you to add if you like. And then she wrote some other stuff. Thank you, Journey. So here's the little packet of stuff.
Ooh, those look good.
Look at that real quick. We'll keep the anticipation on this little Just Because journal because it's
Mm-hmm.
so tiny and cute. I think it's good. It's exciting just thinking about it. Oh, there's a little dragonfly. I'm not going to get him out because
Ooh,
but there's birds and butterflies and leaves,
all kinds of
bird
good stuff.
eggs, feathers, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, I love these. I love these. Just the kinds of things I like. Yay. Thank you. And some ribbon and some washi tape. Oh, look at that washi tape. My goodness.
Ooh, that looks interesting. Mm-hmm.
Trying to. Says WT. WT. I guess that stands for washi tape. Anyway, it's just a little piece that comes off.
Oh, okay. That's just that probably the end piece. The
Yeah, maybe it's the brand. I can't tell what the brand is. Inside here it says WT2, so that's probably is a brand. If I can get that off my finger. And it goes like this. I don't know if you can see it. It's very pretty. It has birds and flowers. Very pretty pastel colors. I love it. I don't have anything even remotely like that. So cool. And now let's look at the little Journey's little journal. Oh, she put it in a little handkerchief. How sweet.
oh, that's precious.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to bring this down so y'all can see better. Look at this tiny, tiny little thing. Isn't it adorable? She did her stitching stuff, all kinds of beautiful stitching. Oh, this is so fun.
Oh, that is wonderful. Um, Journey's stitch journals are just amazing.
They are. I was lucky enough she sent me one of the a
A
needle.
needle book. Yes, she
Yeah,
sent
a
me
needle
one
book.
too. They're beautiful.
They are. This is beautiful too. I love it. And just the textures and getting to touch all the things.
Mm-hmm.
It says joy. How fun is this? This is really, really cool.
I like watching Susan Taylor Brown. She was jelly printing, I think last night. I don't know.
Oh,
I it was hidden. Oh, how
yes,
cute.
a little hidden jewel and a safety pin. How fun is that? Oh, Journey, this is amazing. Amazing.
Oh, Barbara said it was yesterday. I don't know. I was doing tons of errands and tons of work and tons of chores, and I needed to sit down for a minute, and so I popped on, and she was jelly printing, and it was so funny. She was not using any mark making tools to speak of. She was lifting just parts and pieces of the paint up. It was really interesting to watch her do that. It was different than anybody I've watched jelly plate before. So, isn't that
Yes, Beth.
precious?
Touchy feely stuff. That's right.
Yep. Uh huh.
That reminds me when the kids were little, we had a book called Feely Bugs, the Feely Bugs book,
Oh my.
and every page had a bug on it, but it had some kind of um, textured fabric or something in there for you to touch.
Mm-hmm.
They loved the Feely Bug book. Hannah was just
Ah,
telling me the other day, "Oh, remember the Feely Bug book?"
how fun. Uh huh.
Like, yeah, that one and Chicka Chicka Boom Boom were Hannah's favorite books when she was little. And I'm surprised either one of them survived her
Okay.
because she was a very fervent in everything she did, including reading books. So,
Oh, and Brandon was so cautious with books. Boy, he would get so frustrated if a book got a little tear or some little boo boo on the corner. It just drove him bananas.
yeah.
Now, his favorites were um, Curious the Kitten and The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. Not The Cat in the Hat, but The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. That was his favorites.
Mm.
And I read The Cat in the Hat Comes Back enough times that I pretty much had it memorized at that time. I have since forgotten it, but I pretty much knew the Cat in the Hat book by heart. And we had more than one Curious Kitten book, but the Curious Little Kitten was his. He just loved that book. And when he finally was allowed a kitten, he named the kitten Curious. Curious nearly killed Brandon, but that was beside the point.
It wasn't Curious's fault.
No, it was not Curious's fault. But I thought I was going to have to take him to the emergency room. He coughed so hard one day. Um, we had to give Curious away. And what was really interesting was that many years later, when Brandon got a little healthier, this was before we knew he was allergic to food. But when he got healthier, we got a different kitty cat, and it didn't bother him at all. So you just never know. Okay, we got
No,
to have some green stems.
you just do the best you can.
Yep, that's it. So,
Okay. I guess there's 6 pages for each book, and I thought there was 5. So,
each book or each signature?
I mean, each signature.
Yeah, you want to back up just a little bit, hon?
Oh, I don't think I can
That's
back
good.
up
That's
much.
good. You don't need to
Okay.
come too far, just a little bit.
These are very puffy.
Ooh, I like Puffy though.
Well, look at them.
Ooh, yeah, they're
They're not even
puffy.
in the book,
Uh-huh, they're fun. Uh-huh. I like them.
but they're going to fit in the book just fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to let them sit like that while I try to find something to make a hidden spine with.
Okay. I have yet to make one of those. I need to make one just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah. Well,
It's
they're
just
not
that
hard.
nothing I've done, so far has just really called for one.
Well, I'm trying to decide. I've got to. Okay. I need some chipboard of some kind. Cereal box or something.
Oh, I'm sure you have some of that somewhere.
Oh, I do. Absolutely. And I know exactly where it is. Getting to it is a
Uh,
whole nother matter.
I was
Oh,
going to say, so that's the problem, right? Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's kind of like the fact that I needed my iron for something, not my ironing iron for clothing, but my craft iron. Now, somehow or another, I've ended up with, oh, I bet you I know how I ended up with 3 irons. I bet your mom's iron is sitting in there. Hmm.
That would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, that's probably because I was like, well, what the heck is this iron? This is not my craft iron. Did I buy an extra craft iron? Anyways, I had to climb over stuff to get to the craft iron.
Well, I only have one. Well, no, yeah, I only have one iron. I have a little steamer that I've never used that was supposed to be for crafts, but
Hello, Holly. Um, I
hey,
bought
Holly.
uh, I bought like a $3, $2, $3 iron at some garage sale, so that if I mess it up, it's not I'm not gonna freak myself out over it. Okay, those are done.
I'm still looking for some kind of something.
Okay. I'll give you a piece if I can reach through, but I
I
don't think
wish
I
that
can
would
reach
work.
through.
I
It
wish
doesn't
that would
work very
work.
well that way.
No, it doesn't. Would be nice if it did.
Okay. I have to take my Inktense box to the other room so that I can sit open. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I know I have some stuff out here, but if I can't find it before she gets back, I'll go in the house because I know I have a cracker box or something in there. All I can find out here that I can reach is real regular corrugated cardboard. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
and that's not going to work very well.
No, it's
I'm
not.
back.
And I just dumped all my
Oh no.
all my stamps for the jelly plate. That box just went.
Uh-oh. Not
Okay,
good.
I'm gonna I'm gonna run in the house and see if I can find a cardboard box. I'll be right back.
Okay. I
Oh,
think these are going to be too big for this. No, they're not. Okay. Mm. Tear ruler. My thought was when these get good and dry, and they'll have to dry completely before I can do it. I am going to put them on these postcards that I made the other day, seeing how they are sort of a scrappy thing.
okay. I've
There
got my
she's
family
got.
trained. Ethan saved this for me.
Uh-huh, yeah. Well, Jeffrey asked me what box was it he asked me about. Now he's forever putting his cereal box, a great big one, um in the recycle bin. But the other day it was the Lipton onion soup box. He goes, "Don't you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but I was like, "Okay, why that one but not the big one?" I don't know. So I take what I can get. Hmm. Thank you, Holly. Yes, thumbs are always greatly appreciated. Okay,
Thank you,
let's tear
Holly.
this across the bottom. Okay. Of course, I'm making little scrappies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a little crooked, but that's okay. Okay, that one's not dry enough. This one has been dry for several days, so we'll work with this one.
Thank you, Holly.
Okay, I like that, but it's going to need to be inked. And the next thing is we're going to need to put some lines, division stuff on the things. Do we want... I need to get myself a brown one of these. Oh, I know what I have that will work. Tanya, duh. Had this discussion before. I want it to be permanent once it dries, because if it's not, then it will um, that will bleed when I cover this up again with um, that stuff. What is that stuff called? Collage medium, Mod Podge. So we're gonna go for, let's go for baked earth and see what it looks like.
Alrighty.
I think it'll be close to sepia. So then if I ink with the sepia,
I should have gone with this what I thought I needed instead of changing my mind.
oh dear.
No, it's not a problem. It was a I thought no, that's not right. I needed a little bit bigger, but I was wrong. I was right the first time. I didn't
Oh,
need
okay.
it a little bigger.
Well, at least you can cut it off. It's not like you can't, you have to try to put it back on.
That is true.
Okay,
I think
so
even a little bit smaller than that. Okay.
chat got very quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, are y'all still here?
They're just busy working.
Busy
Oh, I don't
working. Yeah.
like that. That is just kind of too red. Yep, 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 yep. Too red.
Whoops.
Okay, let's. I've been meaning to pick up.
It's amazing how much smaller it has to be than you think it has to be to get the
To
get
get
than the space to get it to fold.
yeah. Joanne's has these Derwent Inktense pencils individually,
Uh-huh.
and I've been meaning to pick up a couple of brown ones that are, because they're permanent. That's the thing. I want something permanent when
Yeah.
it dries. So I've been meaning to pick up something that's between this bark and the baked earth, something that's more, on the order of coffee or whatever, because frankly, this baked earth is too red and the bark is almost black. But I keep not doing it, and I don't know why. It's just, one of those. I might have to do a mix, is maybe what I'm going to have to do today. That's not too bad.
This book, I've got a playlist for it. It's called my Timmy Scrapbook because I'm going to use all my Timmy stuff that I've been hoarding in it, and I made the signatures out of scrap paper, and I'm going to use scrap papers to make my collages inside and all that. So it's called my Timmy Scrapbook. Anyway, there is a playlist, and I will be making videos of when I make pages in it. But there is a video for how I did the cover in that playlist already.
Yes, Barbara. Joann's, at least my Joann's, has these back in their art department, and of course now they're locked away in a glass case. But they have the Inktense pencils. They have are they called graphitint pencils,
Yeah,
and one other Derwent pencil that
maybe
they have
watercolor.
open. Oh, I don't think it's the watercolor, um, but they have open stock on those, and they have quite a few colors. I don't know that they have all the colors, but they have quite a few colors. Um, I was real surprised when I saw these in open stock. Um, and thank you. Yeah, it looks more sepia now that I've done 2 layers. It was just too red with the other and too dark with just this one. So that's what it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be um, 2 different colors. Not a big deal. I can do that. I think what happens is I get into Joann's and I can't remember what the 2 browns are that I have. I need to write them down before I even go out the door and put them in my purse. So next time I go in Joann's, I can um, get them.
Yeah.
It's one of those. But I think that's what's happened is I have not wanted to
I
pick
have
them
to
up.
really need something that I can't find anywhere else to go to Joann's.
Well,
It's
Jeffrey
just not
gave
convenient here,
yeah,
for one thing.
Jeff gave me a Joann's gift card for Christmas. Um, I don't think he realized that I don't shop in there as much as other places, but
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter because before the end of the year I'll have used it up. But
right.
I actually bought quart jars for my lemons in there. Bought a whole case. Um, I wouldn't have had I not had a 40% off coupon. Hi, Dana. Um, the coupon makes a difference when you some have to buy something in Joann's.
That
Um,
is true. My biggest problem with Joann's though has been getting up there and then not being able to use the coupon.
that's right. They don't. Oh, that doesn't work for this. I don't want it for that. Oh, that's on sale, so this doesn't work. Yep.
Well, that and then or it's I have it on my phone and oh, the app's not working right now. It's like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. That would irritate me to no end. Yep. Yep.
And I don't fret about it. I just go somewhere else. It's
Hmm. There
not
you
that
go.
big of a deal. But
Well, and especially if it's out of the way for you. I mean, for
yeah.
me,
Hi,
it's
Dana.
just I can connect Joanne's and Hobby Lobby together by going through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't even have to go out on the big street on the main street to get to the two of them from one to the other. So if I can't find something somewhere, then but I also need to buy Jeff's the fabric for his new Santa suit and stuff. So I will be probably doing more um, at Joanne's this year than I have sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this needs some words. Mm.
I'm gonna have to let this dry a little bit before I try to poke holes in it. And
Oh, mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, okay. Well,
so I
let's
guess
see
I need
here.
to find another project to work on while I'm waiting. Anyway, I think that'll be cute for my um to go in here. It'll go just like this.
There you go.
And then I'll tie the signatures into this and glue this down. But for now, I'm just gonna let it sit there and dry. Oh,
How about this? Free as a feather in the wind.
I
Yep.
like that.
Hmm.
Dana's hubby is tired and he's napping. Well,
Yeah. Well,
when you've worked enough to be tired and need a nap, you've worked. So you
yeah.
can have good accomplishment feelings.
Mine is definitely going to need a nap this afternoon, although I don't think he's going to get one. Um, he's it takes several days to wash and wax a 36-foot box that's 13 feet off the ground. So, he's been working on that all day today. And I'm pretty sure he'll be working on it all day tomorrow. And maybe all day Saturday.
Oh
It's
goodness.
just, well, yeah, he's been wanting to do it for 3 months, but it seemed like every time he turned around, the weather would switch up on him and he couldn't do it very well,
Yeah.
so.
Well, I know that's got to be frustrating
Yeah. Hi,
because I know how
Rachel.
frustrating it is to look out and see your car all gross,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and your pretty motorhome to be all gross would be difficult too.
Well, and that it gets spots where the stuff runs down and whatnot. So he was um he was glad he was gonna get to clean it. He wanted it done before we left because he doesn't want to go out there in the desert without getting the top. There's this special stuff you put on the top of it, and it's called 303, but it's a special stuff. Anyways, that has really got to be done, and the solar panels needed cleaned so that because we'll be dry camping quite a bit. So
I'm gonna play at making some stamps while I'm
okay,
waiting on that to dry.
what are you gonna make stamps with? Oh,
Just out of this
stuff,
fun foam. I'm
some
not
stuff.
sure exactly what, but Um, I think I'm
Okay.
gonna start. There was a circle on that, so I think I'm just gonna start with that. And
And go from there. Okay.
yeah,
Rachel, I hope, excuse me, I'm gonna have the hiccups again. I hope I said hello. I think I did. But hello, Rachel. Okay, so this is gonna go right there.
hi Rachel, glad you're here.
Okay, there's that one.
Oh, I like it. I like it very much. I am
Okay.
not so excited about this though. So we're gonna turn it over, and it's hard because you have to think about what you want to show up, and
Yes.
everything
Mm-hmm.
that you push down is what's not going to show up.
That's right.
So,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm
This
gonna.
pencil needs sharpened. And in here somewhere is a pencil sharpener, but I have no earthly idea where that went to. Okay.
Get it.
Oh, come here.
I thought this stylus
There
would
it
be
is.
easier on it than a pen, but it doesn't seem to be
I like
true.
a pen better than anything. I don't know why. It just seems like it just works better.
Yeah, well,
Come
this is
out.
not working very well, so we're going to go with the pen. I'm going to
Okay.
use this. No, that's 05. I want a point one. I mean, a 1.0 because it's bigger.
Yeah, a good old ballpoint pen is my favorite for those.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. That way I don't have to push down all the stuff that's beside it. I'll just get rid of that stuff since I'm just making a leaf anyway.
Okay. Hello, Misty. Thank
Hi,
you.
Misty. Good to have you here.
Glad you're here. Okay, so we know that I have four more flowers painted, and I'm just going to do similar things to this one because, I can. So I am just going to go ahead and get for the rest of these. Well, now that's interesting. I know I had 6 originally. Oh, there they are. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and put the pencil along the edges of everything, just so that I don't have to do it a 5,000.
Is that the
Okay,
Inktense pencil?
yeah. I don't know what's beeping at us, but something just beeped. So I'm going to be right back, okay?
Alrighty. Let's see. See how this works. Okay, there's a leaf. Let's see if we can get it to print something just for fun. I'm probably going to end up using it on the jelly plate, but we're going to use ink for the moment. Use ink for the moment if I can. Okay. Come on. I don't know why some days can't even get ink pads to open up. Well, I'm working on a journal, putting the journal together. These are the pages inside. Well, it's hard to see right now because I'm down here. Um, I'm going to be sewing a hidden binding to sew these three signatures in, and it is. I'm letting the glue dry right now for that. So while that's drying, I'm just playing at making a stamp. I like to make these foam stamps to go on the jelly plate. You can use them on anything. You don't have to use them on the jelly plate, but I like using them on the jelly plate. We're going to see how this one turns out. It's hard to even know if it's inked or not. We'll just do it on here for kicks.
Okay, Lisa,
Yeah.
I am going to have to go outside and get Jeff.
Okay.
Our carbon monoxide detector is beeping.
Oh
I
dear.
don't I don't think there's a problem. It's probably just age or whatever, but I
Or a
still
battery.
need to or battery. Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
plugged in. It shouldn't beep because it's plugged in.
Oh. Hmm.
Um, but I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to go get him and open up and go get him and whatnot just to check it. So don't worry, I'm fine. But I need to. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Turned out really good, didn't it?
Yes, it did. So, anyways, I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Amber alert went off at about 2 a.m. Oh, I have been there, Rachel. Um, in fact, unless I have someplace I have to be in the morning where I need an alarm, I typically leave my phone in the my cell phone in the living room so that that won't happen to me because it has happened many times. I don't know how they think most people are going to be out, and of course, it's always some and it doesn't make it any less sad or tragic or make you worry any less about the child, but they're always like down in Houston or somewhere when or San Antonio or someplace down there where they get this originates, and we're in Amarillo, and I still get the alerts, um which is there's the chances of me coming across them are very slim. Okay, I'm just going to put that right there and let it dry. That'll give me a handle to pick it up with off the jelly plate later. Thank you. I have a playlist, Ms. D, that's called Timmy's Scrapbook and or my Timmy Scrapbook or something like that. But it's SCRAP with all capital letters and then book small because it's not a scrapbook, it's a scrap book because I'm using scraps to make the pages, and we're going to use a bunch of scraps to do collages and use my Timmy stuff. So, um, anyway, I will be making pages on videos in that book eventually. Yeah, I love leaf stamps, all kinds of leaves, and so um, that's gotta dry, but it works well. And when it, if it's not deep enough, you can come back and, use a pen and just go over those lines again, make them deeper. I think I'm going to start with this. Since it's got a hole in the middle, I know I'm starting in the middle. You would think I could at least get a whole petal on there instead of going out the edge, but I didn't. We'll do better this time. Tanya's talking to the carbon monoxide thing. I don't think they listen.
Shouldn't be cooking toxic spaghetti. Oh, you're mean. Okay, I think that was all it was.
Cap keeps looking around for that beeping sound. Yeah, I bet. Hi, Teresa. Yes, I agree. Tanya's Jelly Plate series is really, really good.
It would
If
be
y'all
nice
haven't
if you
watched
did it so
it,
I'd get
you need
back.
to.
Thank you, hon, and that way you can listen to that too. Okay.
You okay?
Thank you, sweetie. Hi, Teresa, and thank you very much. Um, Cat keeps looking around for that beeping sound. I'm sorry, Brittany. I should have muted the the mic. I forgot to mute the mic. I
That's
was more
okay.
I was more concerned with the beeping sound.
Yeah, the beeping sound was um, insistent in its importance.
Yeah. Um, the the thing plugs in, but it has batteries for backup.
Oh, uh-huh.
The batteries must have been, I don't know, they must have come with it because they had Kitty written on it, and that thing is old. So
Yeah.
it's been in there. They've been in there a while. Anyways, resetting it, changing the batteries out, resetting it, and plugging it back in. It's working fine now. So thank you for closing the
Good.
doors. But I also opened all the doors just in case, you know.
Close the doors and they go off again.
Well, if it does go off, then we do have a problem, but I don't think it will. Those
Yeah, the
beeps are
first
so
thought
loud.
is safety and then figure out what's really wrong.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. I opened the back doors. It sits right in the middle of the most open area, which is sort of across from the room where the furnace sits. So,
Our fire alarm system has there are like 6 fire alarms that are all interconnected.
oh,
So when
uh-huh.
one goes off, they all go off so that one's going off. And
Yep.
then you go to the main switch and hit it, and it turns off all of them except the one where the problem is.
Ah,
And then you
okay.
can go investigate the problem. Um, which in our case has every time that's happened, it has been something smoking on the stove, not not something that was real danger. But at least we know it works.
Um, Thank you, Teresa. I liked how the faces came out too. Jeffrey said to tell y'all I should not cook toxic spaghetti sauce, but he was just giving me a hard time. and Dana, it's carbon monoxide, not dioxide. And we have both a furnace and my stove are both gas. So now the neither one of those things have the same kind of pilot light that should be a problem, but we still have carbon monoxide detectors because there is gas in the house. So
Yeah.
both of them are new enough that they have the new kind of pilots where they're, what do I want to say? They're strikers. They're not like a pilot light that stays lit. But at the same time, it could, there could be a problem. So
Well, I didn't want to go all the way to the edge, but I did on that one, so now I kind of got to.
we also, and the other thing is, Dana, when I make beads, I have gas in the house when I make beads. So now I will tell you that making beads has never caused a problem, but I have started a couple fires in the oven and on the stove, and not on purpose, but cherry pie is amazingly flammable.
Okay, now we want the story.
Christmas, a couple of Christmases back here, my cherry pie went over, and I always do my pies the day before. So I was cooking it was Christmas or Thanksgiving, I don't really remember. I was cooking the next day, and I had all the food in the oven, and apparently the cherry pie had gone down underneath the bottom thing of the oven and was down and actually on the coil things in my oven. And when it lit on fire, it was not a huge fire, but the smoke was just unreal. We had all the windows and the doors open. It was very, very interesting day. My father-in-law just sat there and his eyes watered. Everybody else got up and went outside. We had every window in the house open. But it was the cherry pie that caused all the trouble. Mom caught our kitchen on fire 2 different times. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's better to have a detector. I mean, even if we didn't need it, it's just one of those things. If we've got it, then we've got it, and we don't have to worry about it. So we have them in the camper too. The camper actually.
Well, there's how that one turned out.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So I got a couple of leaves and a couple of flowers.
Cool.
That I can cut out and use later for something.
Uh-huh. But I've also cooked turkey over the top. That was when we were in Nebraska, and that stove was electric. And when the turkey juice went over the top, I had flames inside my oven. And my mom went to grab it. She was there. And no, Jeff's mom was there. That's who was there. She went to open the door, and I almost tackled her. I'm like, no, leave her alone. Last thing I wanted to do was all that flames in my kitchen. So
yeah, I turned on the toaster oven where Ethan heats up his pizza. And turned around and walked out of the room and came back in, and there were just flames dancing in that toaster oven. Because there was oil all on the bottom.
On the bottom. Mm-hmm.
Now, how that oil caught fire, I don't know, but it did. And so I went and got him and brought him in there, and I said, "Do you see this?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "When the fire goes out, clean that tray."
Yep. Jen, no, I'm not making a book right now. This is I cut up sort of a 12 by 12 masterboard that I made, and I am making up poster board or postcards, or these would be fine in, as journal cards in a journal. I'm just finishing them up. I had a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I glued scraps onto, and then I cut it up into 4 by 6 pages. And is that corrugated paper, or did you cut it with scissors? No, actually what I did was I used my tear ruler that Lisa, just a minute, I have it right here, and I'll show you how I tore it, because I got to tear these other flowers out. This is a ruler that Lisa taught us how to make. She has a video on it, and it starts out as an inexpensive like dollar ruler, and you grab it with pliers and chew it, and it creates this wonderful tear ruler, and it makes this great torn edge. So that's what these papers were probably torn with that ruler, or some of them were, some of them weren't. And I'm just fixing this to where I can make these, put these on these postcards. I may put a longer one on this postcard and make it long ways.
Jen, today we're both just working on projects that we wanted to finish. So
Yeah.
we're not working on the same projects as each other, which typically we do work on the
Right.
same projects, but
And you can make me little again, hon.
oh, okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
The big thing was, we both had a bunch of projects that needed to get finished, because for some reason we didn't finish them, whatever reason. And I'm leaving soon, which, by the way, guys, I am going to stream Tuesday. Lisa says that she's got next Tuesday where she can stream. And then after that, I won't be streaming anymore, because Thursday I need to have time to get things ready. We're supposed to be leaving soon. So Jamie hasn't popped in today. I was hoping she'd pop in, so I got to email her back tonight. But I'm going to get to see Jamie. Yay! Happy dance.
Happy dance. Happy dance.
Broke her pliers. Oh no. I actually got this one at Dollar Tree. Lisa got hers at Wally World, but I got this one at Dollar Tree.
But they're the same ruler.
They're the same ruler. She probably paid a few cents less than I did, but I didn't have to go to Walmart. Is the deal.
But this one that has this raised thing is really good for this, because it makes it's sturdy to hold on to, and it's easy to use. So if you can find one of these for $1 somewhere, I would recommend it over those flimsier ones, or over let me see, one like this. This is a much harder plastic, and it didn't break as nicely. Now it works. I got a serrated edge from it, but I got a lot of this before I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
And you might want a lot of that, but I don't particularly. I like it more like this. So, but anyway, those will work as well.
Did you see Dana's comment, hon?
Oh, I guess not. Let me go.
If you need a wingman, she's available.
Okay. Well, I will probably want a wingman, Dana. I have to first figure out, if I'm going to be streaming, which I think I probably will be on most Thursdays. I won't probably be streaming on Tuesdays. For one thing, I've got to dedicate some time to working out here, and that is not making videos, and that is cleaning up. So I'm going to try to dedicate my Tuesday afternoons to that.
If you don't have more chores that you've got to do, which is
seems
Yes,
like
which
lately we've both had a lot of chores that
a lot of
interrupted our.
chores and
But
a
like
lot of just
Next Thursday,
grown up
Jeff's got a
stuff.
doctor's appointment that I need to go with, and I probably will not get back in time for our stream, but also I just really have to get accomplished what we need to accomplish to get ready to go. He's out there working his little tail off today. We were going to have it washed and waxed while we were in Red Bay in the spring. And, you got to do that every few months, right? It's not one of those chores that is the nicest thing to do. And um, while it costs a considerable amount of money, when they do it in Red Bay, they do it by hand, just like he does. So, but sometimes they just because they don't wear out so fast and because it's a whole crew doing it, it gets all done in one day. It's okay, Lisa. We will watch you clean. Oh, there you go. And Barbara said she's always good for a jelly plating session, Lisa.
Okay.
So,
We will do some of that too, Barbara. And I'm glad I'm assuming when you say that you're willing to come on with me.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
what she
good.
means.
Okay. We will do some of that.
Um,
Because I would get
and
lonely if I had to be on here all by myself every Thursday.
well, yes, I know.
It's okay. I want you to go have fun. So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I am going to do some sitting this trip, though. I don't. We actually have reservations in Moab again. And I told Jeff, I'm just. He's going to have to find somebody else. I cannot handle those heights. While we're in Texas, we can ride all the little trails he wants to ride. But when we get to Utah, I'm done. But it's just I just can't handle them. I mean, I can handle them for a while, but all those heights were just about to kill me last year. Yeah.
Well, I bet he can find some people to
Well,
go with
actually,
you.
we're going. We the reason we made reservations this time is that it is our intention to get him there for the Jeep rally, which he's been trying to do, and one of the guys from here was supposed to be going. Now all of a sudden he's not going. He actually had reservations already, and apparently he's canceled them. So we now think that he's not going from here, but there's a Tiffin Jeep group. We don't actually belong to it. It's not one of those things where you have to, pay to belong to. Um, but he's talked to them several times. It's just a bunch of Tiffin owners, which is the kind of RV we have, that own Jeeps too. Now the problem is a lot of them actually trailer their Jeeps in, so that means they can take some really rough trails, and we can't do that. Jeff, we just can't. We can't justify having an accident and breaking something on ours.
Yeah.
So I noticed no one stepped forward to offer to help clean. Rachel says.
I noticed that too, Rachel. Everybody just wants to sit and eat popcorn and watch me clean.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm going
would
to
do
be real
that.
honest with you. That probably is not going to happen because where I set up to do videos and have my camera and everything, when I'm cleaning, I need that space to put stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so,
Well, I cleaned, but I'm going to have to re-clean to just have the spots that I cleaned already clean. So, because the mountain over there has started back. I've got stuff behind me on the floor. Well, of course, the books that I brought in 2 weeks ago is still sitting on the floor. Let's see what else. Just, it's just the mountain that that slid the other day into the doorway. I cleaned a bunch of it up, but it seems to have piled itself back up over there. So my sewing table is a mess again. My desk is a mess again. Taxes do a mess. I don't know what it is. I move one mess to make another. There you go. That's what happens to me too, Dana. Yep. Next time my sister comes, since she's not going to be cleaning at my mother's house, I'm hoping maybe she'll help me clean. She's really good at it. The only problem is she likes to get rid of stuff. So
Yeah, I was going to say my sister would be really good at it too, but I would end up with a lot of my stuff getting tossed while I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
She even offered. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Oh, well, Steph wouldn't toss it. She would want to toss it, but she would know. But she's the one that sends me wonderful, wonderful boxes too. So, she knows me as well as my husband does. She can really find good toys, and she can often find good toys at the recycle place. Went to visit my friend's craft room. We were laughing about the curls of dust. She said, I'm starting to call them ephemera. Okay, the curls of dust. She's calling ephemera. I like that. Jeff found a cobweb in the living room behind his chair the other day. He hasn't cleaned very much and lately either. And Jeffrey usually vacuums for me. For some reason, the vacuum hurts my back, so he usually vacuums. And he hasn't lately. We've been so busy. And so there was a cobweb. It's like, okay, I could call that ephemera too. I would like that. Uh-huh. Yep.
Well, when I hurt my back, just for future reference or whatever, I was told not to vacuum if I could help it.
Oh, good.
Not to vacuum or ride a bike. Those were two things I was told not to do anymore.
That's interesting. That riding it. Now, I haven't found that riding, of course, I haven't ridden a bike a lot lately, but.
Well, the bike probably had to do with where my injury was.
Right. I would think so. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put this on there. I think this needs a couple of little big numbers on it. Yep, some big numbers. Let's get out my numbers. And then we're going to put this little thing that says dream big on here somewhere. But I need some black ink. Where's my black ink? Yep. Or sweep or mop. Now, and you know that every time I hurt my back really bad, it's usually doing laundry. So.
Yeah. Laundry's bad if you're short, for sure.
Yeah.
It's probably bad for tall people too, if you've got a bad back problem. But
now, since I haven't heard it so much, it hasn't been a problem so much since I got the front-loading washer.
Yeah.
Because when we did that, I told Jeff that the only reason the only thing I was going to ask for that I really had to have was to have the washer up on, it actually is a drawer, but I told him he could build me a thing. He said, no, just buy the drawer. That was ridiculous amount of money, but at the same time, that way, it raises it up and I don't have to worry about it. It's been a really big blessing to have that raised up.
Yeah. Well, you have to have it raised up if it's going to be front loading, and if it's top loading, you need a stair step in front of it or something.
That's oh well, that was the other thing is to get one big enough. They were so deep, I couldn't get into it. I absolutely
Yeah.
couldn't. I can barely reach the bottom of our washer, and that was what was happening to me, Dana, reaching down into it. And Lisa's shorter than I am.
Yeah. I actually, if I'm going to reach things on the bottom, like socks or washcloths, I literally, my feet are off the ground because I'm leaning over into it, kind of hanging there, which is why I don't, I do my clothes and I do my sheets, and the kids do their own clothes and they do the towels and stuff for me, um, most of the time, so that I only have to do, a couple of loads a week. So, um, which is a blessing.
Well, I only do the load when it's full, so I don't even do one a week anymore
Yeah.
usually. But sometimes I have to do two in the same week. But a lot of times, like the dark load goes sometimes 10 or 12 days, and the white load I've been known to go 18 days.
Yeah.
Because if it's not full, I just don't wash it. So
Yeah.
until I'm totally out of something. Um,
I don't even have a white load anymore.
Fortunately, I'm 5'7" and have absolutely no excuse not to do laundry. I feel like a ballerina when I reach in my washer and my toes hurt when I'm done. There you go, Teresa. Oh dear. Oh, now that is a lovely little mess.
It is, isn't it?
Hmm. One of the
Um,
things I have on my to-do list is, I'll show you. We started these and then we didn't get very far. Oh, I have to walk over there to get them though. Oh, ouch, ouch. Ooh, that wasn't good. Oh. Remember when we started these?
oh yeah.
I got to glue a bunch more playing cards together to make more. So I got to sit and glue playing cards together and then punch them. Because if I did, I had this sweet little husband that would actually wrap those around there for me. It just, while he's watching TV or something, he will actually do that kind of stuff for me.
That's nice.
But I have to have little cards for it.
Yeah.
And it can't be tied into a mess like that was because he won't undo that.
I don't blame him.
Is that a new dangle? There you go. Oh boy, Lisa's making a bird's nest. There you go. Yep, that's right, Lisa. Big old messy bird's nest. I don't know. This card just needed something else, so I'm putting some numbers on it. The other one, I think was fine, but this one just needs something. So we'll see. Doesn't hurt my feelings to make a few numbers. Battery, insertion, and wrapper. Hang on to that, man. Oh, yeah. Well, I actually put the batteries in. His hands were so filthy dirty. The big thing was I wanted him in the house to, I didn't want to make the judgment call on what was going on. I wanted him to see it.
Shoot.
Oh, no. What
You
happened?
see what I did?
Did you? Oh, no. You glued it in upside down?
No, I put the string into the wrong hole.
Oh, okay.
Well,
And this does not untie very easily, so
no,
I
you're
probably
gonna have
wasted
to
this.
cut it loose. Rachel, I've had him. Okay, let's see. This is 2022, but that's only halfway through the year. '84, '94, 2000, '84 to '94, '94 to 2004, 2004 to 2014. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
38 years?
37 and a half years. Is that
37
right?
and a half.
37 and a half years. That's how long we've been married. Now, I had him actually almost 7 years before that. So, yep, he's a good one. I got lucky. Okay, so I'm going to put that 12 right there. And I'm going to put the Dream Big right there.
Well,
And
how it looks isn't important, Teresa, because it's a hidden binding, but where this would sit in here, it
yeah,
would sit like this, and that
yeah,
won't work.
it was crooked.
So,
hmm
um,
She made the actual signature go crookedy. Okay, Lisa,
yeah,
does that look okay?
I think it's beautiful.
Okay. I'm just wondering if this one needs a number 2.
Probably.
Probably.
I
Right
mean,
there.
if you got numbers,
I
why
should
not
put them
use
on
them?
there, right? If I've
That's
got
right.
numbers, they should go on there. Like right there, do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Or wait a minute.
Okay.
Put it down in the lower right corner where those two pieces intersect. Yeah.
Wait, it needs to
No.
come up a little.
No, I mean it could go up a little if you want it to. I was just thinking, I don't know, I kind of like the way that brings your
I kind of like this space. Yeah.
yeah.
Wonder if I moved it. No,
Yeah, let's make
I
sure this
do
is in the
like it
right
over
place
there.
this time.
I actually like it dropped almost to the edge.
Yeah. I do too.
I was married in '84 with him 3 years before. There you go, Holly. But actually, I'm going to tell you a secret.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you all a secret. So I'm telling it
Tell us
out loud.
tell us all a secret. The
That's
whole
right.
world is going to hear
The
this
whole
secret.
world's going to know my secret. I was actually engaged to one of Jeff's really good friends. Yep. And then I realized that was not a wise decision, and it is a decision I have been so glad I didn't follow through on for my whole life. And I didn't even go out with Jeff for 2 years, almost 3 years after that all ended. But I went back to college to go to a friend's wedding out of town, ran into Jeff, asked if he wanted to go to the wedding with me. We had the best time, and
We've pretty much been together ever since then. Now I didn't graduate from college, and neither did he until we were older than most college kids, because I didn't go right away, and he was in the service beforehand. So tell us that Jeff came to you and asked if you had heard of the tea fairy. If I'd heard of the tea fairy? Glad you made a better choice for both of you. That's right, Rachel. That is right. Okay, now I had those figured out, and now I've lost where I was going to put them.
It's almost 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. The time goes really fast, and I haven't gotten but one card actually done.
Well, all I'm doing is binding stuff, so.
Well, and Jeff's taking the garbage out, so that means he's going to come in pretty soon. Pickup line, yes. Ask if he. I don't know. I may have asked him out. I have no idea. I know I asked him to go to that wedding with me. I just didn't want to go by myself. So, which is kind of odd because I usually do things by myself.
Well,
I mean, I do a lot of things by
yeah.
That's not uncommon for me to. Yeah, right there.
Maybe it was just, what you needed to do so y'all could get together. So it just.
Actually, Rachel, he has a single brother who looks like Sam Elliott. Just so you know. He has that big fluffy mustache, and he's not bald like Jeff, and he's not round like Jeff. He looks like Sam Elliott.
Okay.
And he's a sweetie. When Mom, one of the reasons Mom called was because the bus is back to working, but Perry's gonna be here in case Mom needs a ride to the doctors or anything. So, LOL, Sam Elliott or not, already got a fella I'm pretty pleased with him. There you go. Oh, yep.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. That's the way. Okay, I am liking these. These are coming out really cute. Yep. So, next, let's do one of these.
Okay. Here it is.
Yay!
So now we got to glue it in here.
Thanks for the offer. Yeah. Well, he might not be too pleased if he found out that I offered. Now you got to glue it in. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Now to decide what glue to use.
Something strong.
Yep. Oh. I'm trying to decide on Yes Paste or the art glitter glue.
Probably the art glitter glue if it were me. Yeah, Rachel, not only does he does he do all of those kinds of things, but the other day, let's see, when was it? Tuesday. Mom's parking pass was going to expire while we were gone, and the paperwork to get it renewed came up to the center, and okay, that one's too tall to go that way. So I have to put it on the other way. And he went and picked it up, and then went to the doctor's office, got it signed, took it up to the place to get it renewed so I could stay home and make videos. So just, he's the angel. Yep. Okay, somehow or another I didn't water that one down. I don't know what I was doing. But this is going to have to go on this way. But it's definitely got to have some numbers on it. Definitely. Be still your beating heart. Yeah. I don't care for pretty boys. So too much trouble fighting girls away. Yeah, there probably is. Okay, it's definitely got to have some numbers. Let me see, Lisa. Oh, you're just putting the glue in. Never mind. I don't want you to open it up just yet.
Yeah, just gluing it down.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to have some numbers. We got to have another piece of paper to put numbers on. Then I'll have to water that one down because I forgot. Better water it down first before I start with the numbers. What did I do with my water brush?
Just do this. And let it stand there and get glued.
Stand there and get glued. Okay.
Uh-oh. Just a second.
Yep, that's okay. It's just, guys, going to be the day for interruptions. That's just the way it works. And these are not flat. They're going to have to go under some weight when I get them all done. That's definitely for sure. I just filled that brush up today, and I swear it's running out of water already. Okay, Rachel, have a great afternoon. I'm just really glad you come pop in. Okay. Get rid of the corners. Okay, some ink. Gotta have some ink.
Sorry.
That's all right, hon. Don't worry about it.
I feel like all I've done today is tell everybody, checking up on everybody to make sure they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing. 4 or 5 different people from Legal Shield called me today to make sure the law office did what they were supposed to do, because I called and complained that I hadn't gotten the papers they said they would send me. But yes, they have fixed it. They just had transposed a couple of letters in my email address, and so they thought they had sent it to me. It's just they hadn't.
They hadn't because of
somebody.
Yep.
Anyway, it's all taken care of, but at least three people have called me today to make sure I got it. I'm like, yeah, I got it.
Well, when you have to fuss, yep, yep. If they had not, if they had typed it in, or when it started bouncing back, they had checked it.
Yeah. Checking it would have been a good idea, but
Yeah.
anyhow,
Yeah.
what time is it? 4:03. I need something I can do for about 20 minutes here.
I'm sure there's something there. Just reach to your right, see what's there.
Reach to my right.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. That's the wrong side.
Okay, well then reach to your
That's where the paint is, and the paint water, and the
Oh, well,
gesso, and
that doesn't work then. Reach to, because frankly mine would have been, there's nothing much over there to the right either. It would have to reach to the left. Oh, okay. Now I need to make some numbers so that I have.
Okay.
Yeah, garbage is out, recycling is out, all ready for tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna play with this a little bit
Oh, I have
because I
that
never did get to
too.
finish that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have that too. I haven't finished. Oh, there goes the school bus. Are we getting an awful lot of shadow? We are. I keep forgetting I need to close this curtain for y'all. Oh.
Let me get something to.
Okay, let's see here. We got some numbers. Let's make some numbers.
Hi, Brenda. I'm glad you're here.
Hi, Brenda.
Oh, bye, Rachel. Have a great day.
I'm just gonna make numbers here with this scrap, and then I'll figure it out later what numbers I want to use and what numbers I don't, because otherwise I have to think.
Yeah.
And if I just make a bunch of numbers, this is a skinny scrap, so I have to use the skinny numbers. Then this scrap is fatter, but maybe, oh, here's a good fat scrap. There's a good fat one. And there's a good fat scrap, so I can make. There. That ought to be enough to get a couple more little things done. Barbara says the other right. Yeah, go to the other right.
Okay. That's probably a good thing we're getting off at 4:30 because my back
Back's
is deciding to
starting
be
to go.
ornery. Yeah.
Oh, mine has been better. I mean, it's icky, but it's not hurting.
Yeah.
I've gotten past that. So
Well, that's good.
now,
I'm glad there's some
yeah,
improvement.
yeah. Well, I've been doing my stretches, and of course that for a couple of days I had to take medicine. That was
Right.
just all there was to it, And I hate doing that, but I did. So, and when
Well,
I do,
sometimes
then
you have to just to get to the place where you can stand it.
yeah, that's kind of what happened. So, it's okay. Uh, I'm still hurting when I get out of bed in the morning, though. That's, just one of those. That's all it's, yeah, I'm just going to for a while, I'm guessing. But
So I've got all the buildings that are a second layer except this one, which I'm fixing to do. And then we're going to add some third layer stuff in. I was um getting I had forgotten where exactly I was in this process.
oh yeah, I don't know. Mine's just put up. I just picked it up and put it up. So it's one of those things that I'll have to. Which, as much as these are take much time as these are taking, I still have. I worked on what, two of these doodly cards on Sunday.
Yeah.
I still got four more of them to do. And then because I'm not turning the index cards into a book, I had glued these on to use as covers for that book. So now I have these that I can doodle on and make postcards or whatever cards. And so, needless to say, I probably have enough to keep me busy without even getting into that.
Yeah. Well, I just turned around and saw it sitting there, so
Yeah, that's right. Whatever's sitting there, that's, I'm trying to get rid of those whatever's sitting there things.
yeah, me too.
Um, I want to do all new projects when I come home, which probably won't happen. We're probably going to have another 3 months worth of whatever sitting there projects.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I thought I finished more projects than I started, but and I have uh just put some stuff into the scrap bins because it's like I'm never going to finish this.
Right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have
Well,
one.
I'm going to have to do that too because I have
Yeah.
some projects I already know I'm not going to finish, but I
Yep.
felt guilty throwing them away, and I've just got to get over that.
Well,
I'm
I
not
have
doing
one
them,
else.
so they're not doing anybody any good sitting there.
Right. And now I'm going to just repurpose a few things.
Yeah.
I'll show you a couple. The one of the projects I started probably before my trip last year, I think. I don't remember, but I'll show it to you. It's sitting in this bin over here. I've got stuff piled in my Sunday bin so that if I don't have enough stuff to do, I can grab one of those unfinished projects in that.
Yeah.
Okay, this was art journal stuff that I started.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, I
Yeah.
love this. I love this one. I love it. I'm very happy with it. But the whole process of the, I'm very happy with this one. But to make a whole book, it's not going to happen. So what I think I'm going to do is um, I'm going to trim these round the corners and just turn them into note cards.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna, I'll finish them up kind of the way these are, the way because I really like this,
Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
but
I think
I
that's a good
just,
idea.
I just don't feel like I want to make a whole book. I was going to do a whole book, but it was like, okay, this is just I'm not going to. So I might as well do
Just admit it
something.
and go on.
Yeah, just yeah. But I want to finish those ones that were started, and I want to use them because I do like them. But and they'll make nice little note cards to go in packages. So thank you, Brenda. I have projects stacked to finish too. Yep, that's it. It's like, I have been doing better at keeping this space cleaned off, which does make it easier to work. Like I said, I'm going to have to go back and re-clean the sewing table and re-clean my desk, re-clean the floor around me, but it's easier to get stuff done lately because this table is a little cleaner, and because other places are cleaner, it can at least move things a little bit easier. And I have been going back and re-cleaning, putting stuff away. That's not one of my
Preferred activities.
talents. Well, it's also not one of my talents. I have to tell you, I'm one of those very messy people. The fact that my very neat and organized husband has put up with it this long is amazing.
I know exactly where you're coming from. My husband was not only neat and very organized, he was also a minimalist. And no one else in our family is a minimalist. Oh, poor Darren. He did put up with a lot because he loved us.
Yeah. Now, Jeffrey puts things, though, away where you can't find them. Excuse me 1 second.
Thanks, Brenda.
Jeff has a tendency to put things away, but he can't remember where he put them. So it's not just my stuff when he puts it away. It's his own stuff when he puts it away, and then he can't find it because he can't remember where he put it. And part of that is that he's very neat, but he's not always organized in a manner that makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course, Jeff can look for something that's right where it belongs and not be able to find it too.
I can remember one of the things that used to frustrate my dad the most was when he would tell us to go get such and such and tell us where it was and we couldn't find it. And he would get up and walk in there and it was right where he said it was.
Yeah.
He's like, did you pay attention to what I said? Yes.
Yeah. We did, but that doesn't mean we can find it.
But it was really pretty bad. That and leaving the cabinet doors open in the kitchen. Those things frustrated him to no end. And I still walk in the kitchen if their cabinet doors open. I run over there and shut them. Okay.
Well, my dad was like me. So he was not neat. I've lost my scissors. They're there. In this mess somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. They're in there somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. I didn't think to tell Rachel Jeff does dishes too. But I figure,
Sorry, the coughs and sneezes grabbed a hold of me just as you said that.
as I said that, I figure if I cook, he can do the dishes. Now I clean up as I'm cooking. I don't leave him this huge pile of dishes that is just terrible. But at the same time, um, I do. He does have to. He does do the dishes for me. Okay, I don't think that. Yeah, maybe that's where I want it.
If you leave your mic muted long enough, it comes on and says, "Did you know your mic's muted?" I'm like,
Oh, did
"Yes, I
it
know."
really?
Well,
Okay.
it didn't say it out loud, but there was a little sign that came up and said,
Sign
"Your
that
mic
came
is
up.
muted."
Hmm. That may be something new because I haven't noticed that in the past, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'm like, "Yes, I know."
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. I'm coughing, guys. So just leave me alone. Let me cough. Uh-huh.
Well, I appreciate all of you coming and watching and just being with us while
Listening.
we mess around.
Yeah, especially since all we're doing is messing around.
Yeah.
Because, of course, I'm not sure I would be good for much of anything but messing around. Ah, my brain cells are kind of like not all together firing at the same time. And I only have two of them. Y'all know that. So,
Uh-oh.
what?
It doesn't really matter. But I
Okay.
this girl's head got cut off and she's partly cut off here.
Oh,
But I'm going to put a third layer on. I'm just putting a second layer on so I can have something to put the third layer on.
oh, mm-hmm. Well, Dana, my husband is not 6'2", but our cabinets, the people who put these cabinets up, I don't know what they thought. But the second shelf is so high, I had to have Jeff in two of our cupboards. He added a half shelf to the back on just above the first shelf because otherwise I can barely get anything off the second shelf. And the third shelf is non-existent. I have to have a step stool in my kitchen all the time. And the other day I had to go get the big ladder. So, okay, I got 3 done.
Yeah.
I'm liking them. I like the numbers on them. I think the numbers really add something to them.
Oh, yay, Mrs. D. She's crafting along and finishing some of her stuff too.
There you go. And completing starts. Yep, that's a good thing. Completing starts. We have to remember that. Okay, there's this one. And what shall we put it on? Let's put it on this one because I think that it would be good on there. Yeah. Yep. Okay. It's always good to complete starts. Yep.
The bad thing about doing this is that once you take out stuff like this, then you have to,
Uh-huh.
even though there's a lot of stuff left here, what I want really is
You're going to have
this piece, and this piece. So I can make a third level.
And you're going to have to
Um,
cut up another card.
yeah, but that's
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. That's
I
why we got
also
several.
um, think I'm just going to glue this on here,
Oh, that's cool. Yes.
but maybe like that,
Ooh, I like that. I like that
so
extra
that
line around it.
yeah, I do too. Okay, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do that because I don't have
There you
time to do
go.
much else.
Okay, since it's getting close to time, we're going to talk about the fact that I'll be on Sunday. At least I don't see any reason why I won't be. Lisa should be here Monday night, 6 o'clock on her channel. I'll be on my channel Sunday at 1 Central. Then Tuesday we will be here on my channel. Tuesday, not here, but on my channel Tuesday at 2. But I am not going to stream on Thursday. So Lisa will likely start streaming by herself or with some other persons. But
Yeah.
I gotta be getting sorted out. Don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I like that, Lisa.
I do too, even just like this. But I do want to
Yep,
put that.
that third layer. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this will end up using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards altogether to
Yeah.
do this with 3 layers because I've got one back there.
Yeah.
um, but
And it's
anyway,
gonna sit, you'll be able to stand that up.
yeah,
It will be really cute stood up like that.
I think so too.
Very
I think it
cool.
was a fun idea.
Yes, it was. I'll have to get mine and finish it too.
I'm just going to stick those back in the box and we'll work on them another day. Trying to think, what day is next Thursday?
Just a minute, I'll tell you. Well, it's Thursday. That's what day it is. Just a
What
second.
is
So
the
next
date
Thursday
next
is the
Thursday?
17th. 17th.
17th. Okay. Okay.
Barbara's finishing
Well,
up her tags. Yay.
yay. Well, how about Barbara and Dana? Y'all want to come on and we could do jelly plating next Thursday? The 3 of us? And then if there's somebody else who wants to come on and be a 4th person doing that with us, let me know. If y'all can both do it next Thursday, while we're here, I might as well ask you now.
Yeah, our third Wednesday flips of our Same Sex Wednesday go online next Wednesday. Yep,
Yep,
they
that's
do.
true.
Barbara says she
Barbara
can do
can
it,
come.
Lisa.
All right,
Yay.
good.
Okay.
We'll wait a minute and see if Dana can do it before we get off here. And if you don't know yet, Dana, that's fine. You can let me know later, but it would be fun for people to know what's going to happen in
On
advance.
Thursday. Yeah, on
Yeah.
Tuesday we're just going to finish more stuffs.
Yep. Yep.
Barbara's putting you on the calendar.
All right. I'm going to put you on a post-it note because I'm better at post-it notes than I am calendars.
There you go.
Except I can't find my post-it notes.
Barbara says she likes finishing stuff. Yeah, I like finishing stuff too. And I'm thinking I might save these to go in. I have a book I want to work on, so I might work and save these to go in that.
Yeah.
So which is no big deal. I can have it's just as long as they're finished up to that stage, then they're just more readily available. What's next Wednesday? Wednesday is when our same 6 Wednesday videos post. They post at 5:30 in the evening, and there are 6 of us: myself, Lisa, Barbara Clark, APG Jamie, Lori, Pink Girly Lori, and Maria's Miscellany. And we did a swap of 6 items, and we each have been creating something on the 3rd Wednesday of every month. And I have a playlist. I'm pretty sure Lisa has a playlist that's called Same 6 Wednesday. And
And it'll have
it's
all of those episodes on it. At least mine
right.
does. From the
Yeah, mine
3
does
different
too.
times we've done this.
Yes. 5 o'clock. Okay, Barbara says 5, she thinks. Anyways, our videos will post on Wednesday evening, and it's a video hop is what it is, Jen. Um, so Wednesday evening, if you find one of us, there'll be links in the description box for you to hop around to see all of the different videos. And we take the same 6 items and we each create something with it. So I don't know if Dana is still here. I didn't see her go, but that doesn't mean she's
Yeah,
still here.
I'll just message her.
Okay. And this Wednesday is a flip of our last 6 months. We did it for 6 months at a time, did a flip, and then did 6 more months and did a flip. And everybody can do what they want. You can do a journal page, you could do a tag. It was whatever you wanted to make. So Lisa needs to go, guys.
Yeah, I do. I gotta go get into some, can go out of the house clothes and then go get Hannah. So
Okay, well, just be careful going to get her.
I
And that's an
will.
adorable book.
I love it. I'm really happy with it. It fits
Yeah.
right in with my other ones, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, it was a lot of fun to make.
Yep.
Okay. Love you all. Bye bye.
Love y'all. Bye-bye.